What's going on, everybody? I don't know why this keeps happening. My capture card decides that it doesn't want to automatically update when I switch scenes, but hope you're all doing well. We are one day closer to the Masters, but more importantly, I called it. I called it. If you followed along on Twitter and or stream last night, we had a new patch drop today. I saw it coming a mile away. Very observant, this guy. Very observant, this guy is. So yeah, we had the new patch. For those missing the context of this, they put out a tweet yesterday, basically saying that hey, join the Reddit and join our Discord for updates on the games, on the game and some other things. I was like, I think there's an update coming. And they don't put out the updates on their official Twitter channel for PR reasons, question mark. But yeah, they dropped an update today, hopefully fixing the bug that is preventing TGC Tours from proceeding. So we're looking at the people testing that out, hopefully for some positive signs. I know people are asking if they would do qualifying starting Saturday. Maybe. We'll see. It'd be very interesting to see if they're just giving it a go out the gate here or what. But either way, I look forward to the start of TGC. We'll see how things go. Finish a round of 7 under or better in the ranked tours with Sunday Red equipped for 500 VC. Okay. So I gotta put some sort of Sunday Red on because 500 VC is certainly one not to pass up. They also want me to put a Callaway driver on for 100 VC and an Evo tool. And then that one's gonna be pretty easy to get on its own. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Guy, what's going on? Saucy, Richard, New Age. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Are we clickbaiting titles in 2025? What's clickbait about it? Those are all facts. Those are all facts about how what this stream is about. Okay, Saucy. It is Masters Week. We got a patch today. We will be playing Legend Career, and we'll be playing ranked, both ranked tours and ranked duos. So you tell me what part about that is clickbait. Also, Guy, what up, dude? I mean, I know I said hello already, but I see the 15 stream streak. Okay, so it wants us to do, I guess we'll start. We'll just go straight into some online here. We'll play Divot Derby. You know what we could do? And what's probably smart. Let's play Divot Derby with our technician. Free XP. I know it's not a lot, but it's something. So we'll play Divot Derby, get the daily done, because we need 3 dailies, so we have to do everything to get that. Everything else we can take care of once we start going into ranked and beyond. Probably don't remember this. You were playing your PS5 today, which you wouldn't known if I didn't give you the heads up. I do have, I mean, I wouldn't have remembered it on my own, but you mentioning it, I do have vague memory because I think you were, if I remember correctly, you were complaining that you couldn't get a hold of a PS5, or PS5s were hard to come by, and I was just like, they have them on the Sony website right now. Yeah, I'm playing my PS5 right now. Yeah, I mean, we're Well, we've got the par 3 tomorrow for the Masters. If all goes well, oh right, it's Pro-Am. Well, as you can see, I'm taking my normal swing. I forgot Pro-Am swing. If all goes well tomorrow, I will have a YouTube video for us playing a very famous golf course. I'm trying to do a little bit of fancy editing with it, just to spice things up a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking to have that out tomorrow. We've got to finish our ranked tours this week. You know, obviously we've got the par 3 for the Masters tomorrow, but Thursday being the big day, it'll be nice 2 days of work. Fancy editing? What program? I use DaVinci Resolve, guy. Also, what's going on, Tom? Welcome back. Good evening. I'm a Resolve guy. The par 3 is the real tournament map. It is? Because it takes a lot to not let your family and friends participate, right? Yo, what's going on, Kine? Welcome back. I don't know if that's the right play. No. Nah, I should have 100%. I should have 100% just taken the next, or not the next club, but I should have just taken the full swing there. Would have been better than the pitch. Hey, what up, Zay? Welcome back. Garfield, how we doing? Good evening. Yeah, DaVinci's quality, I mean, even on the free version, it's really good. Like, I don't do enough to pay for it. You'd have to spend another couple $100. I forget, it's like $200 or $300, something along that line if you want. If you want the full version of it. But it's very powerful in the free version. It's what I do all of my editing with. Like, it's what I've always done my editing with. I'm just trying to have, for the course playthrough, I'm just trying to have like a little kind of flyover-y intro for it, so I'll do that. I want to chop out some stuff. We'll see how it goes. But the only reason I had a little bit of time today, and I'm maybe gonna stay up too late after stream to do stuff for it, but I don't know. I wanna try and have like non-stream, non-short, like I just want to have like some regular videos from time to time if I can. You know, as much as I want, as much as I enjoy stream and stuff, I feel like I should have regular videos too. I only got 103. I got pretty aggressive with it. I don't have a long enough hitter. But that green is so slow. That green is so slow. But yeah, the free version is amazing of DaVinci Resolve. Like, if anybody is ever looking to get into some video editing of any kind, and there's plenty of videos on it, I feel like it's up there. Like, I don't have enough information, but I feel like from what I understand, it is up there in regards to editing software in general. So there's a ton of resources. I think for a lot of people, it's probably the top resource, like the top free one, at least to my knowledge. I've got my workflow pretty well down with shorts. I don't have to do nearly as much editing with them, just like some clipping and some closed caption stuff. I did for a little bit have a script that somebody had written to do the closed captions. Automatically. But DaVinci on one of the updates took that ability away, unfortunately. So I go and do all those captions manually. Which is a little bit tedious, but the clips are pretty short, so it's not too bad. You watched the YouTube tutorial, felt like a pro. The one tutorial that I watched somebody's hotkey tutorial. So I have keybinds on 1, 2, 3, 4 for cut and splice stuff, and that's been really helpful in just speeding things up because it makes it, you know, essentially I have a free hand, or just like a hand that's dedicated. Click where I want, scrub, and then hit it, which is pretty nice. I aimed that too far to the left. I don't have to get up and down though, but I should have just hit it full. All right. We're up against J squared for the final. Gonna be literally zero Masters related content this week? You mean from 2K, Tom? My game is, it's frozen. Oh. It's because the other players are leaving and somebody else was hosting. So it's spinning in the bottom right-hand corner. Gotta be prepared. Come on. Okay. What's going on, Nader? Some sort of disconnect, and then we lost. So okay. Please tell me that counted. I have to do it again. I have to do it again. I could uninstall. I could. That is an option. That is an option. I'm from Pennsylvania, Nader. Yeah, so from 2K, they have, yeah, no gear because like they can't do a green jacket. They already do like a red jacket for winning the Legends tournament in the career mode. They put some quests in, but it looks like it's pretty well just for VC. I guess they have stuff for, they have some Rojang related stuff, but they just have the one quest as it stands right now for 500 VC to wear Sunday red. So it's like wink wink nudge nudge Tiger and the Masters. Yeah, so they're trying to, I think, hint at things as subtly as possible. But yeah, outside of that, oh, what's going on, Evan? Welcome back. You have to swing so hard on some of these. Hot dang. But yeah, honestly, I would rather have it just that like I disconnect or something. Like not disconnect, but like I lose early and get the completion. That J squared isn't again. If it happens again, then they're cheating. What's going on here? When will they get the scoreboards fixed? They fluctuate all throughout the rounds. I don't know if that's an issue with like... I don't know if that's an issue with like the cross-platform stuff or what's causing that exactly. Yeah, I don't know when they'll get it fixed. Yeah, it's kind of one of those, you want to say, you know, oh, well, maybe in the next patch, but I think it's a matter of like where are the highest priority bugs happening, you know? It's going pretty well, Evan. Going pretty well. We've got a pretty full lobby of real people, which is awesome. Hopefully we don't experience what we did at the end of the last round. I would really appreciate not getting DC'd and not having the round count. I mean, like, I'm glad that it gave me VC for it, but I'm in here for the quest. So I kind of need it to work. Sorry you're late, Johnny. You're here. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. 4-3, bottom of the fourth. Phillies versus the Braves. So they're getting to wheels. Wow, that turned so much. It wasn't even getting close to the hole though. Oh no! Whatever will I do? So actually, I think the mistake there was overpowering to get onto the green. I think the mistake was overpowering to get onto the green. But at least if it disconnects me now, that's going to count as a completed. Let me out. Yeah, kind of annoying. But now I get the daily, and those quests are still bugged too. I finished, what, 2 holes? And so I finished with less than 62 strokes. It doesn't check that you played 18 holes. You're sure you'll lose? Don't worry. I don't know, man. Our bullpen has been scary. Our bullpen has been very scary. I don't know. Sometimes they do well, but they haven't exactly been the cleanest. Also, like, when I was looking at it, I was pretty well thinking we're 7-2 and you guys are 1-8 or whatever the records are. I was like, we're gonna drop 2 out of 3 here. That was my mental guess. Who's my pick for the Masters? I don't know, man. It's so hard. I know it's for a three-peat, and that's incredibly hard to do, but it is so hard to pick against Scotty. It is so hard to pick against Scotty. Oh, that breaks so much. Holy cow. But yeah, Rory, don't get me wrong, Rory is definitely hot going in. Yeah, definitely feels like he has a good chance to pull it off. But it is going to be stiff competition for sure. Hey, what's going on, Zayden? Welcome back. Hopefully your time away was good. They want you... It's kind of crazy. They're putting you at all sorts of different, like, 15 to 20 foot putts, and they want you to make 9 out of 12. Do they even know who I am? Oh, that's true. He didn't win back-to-back. Because what? It was Scotty, Rom, Scotty. Well, still, you gotta go, like, to go back-to-back is gonna be a tough ask. Gonna be some shocker this year? You don't know why? Just some underdog? I mean, I could see it. I could see it. And honestly, like, I'm always okay with that. I'm always okay with the underdog story. You know, I like when the tournament's interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing one of the AMs jump out, you know? You put $100 on Sky to win every event this year for science. Obviously down, but you're bound to hit. Hopefully more than once. First off, what's going on? What's going on, Samo? Second, mathematically, I mean, I guess they don't have the odds for it, but I guess how many times would you have to hit to come out ahead? Because I would imagine that he typically pulls pretty low odds. All right, we're gonna play round 1 of the US Open on Masters Week. That makes sense. Just the way it's timed. Depending on the event, but it's all, yeah, it's 2 or 3 to 1. Never minus odds. I can't imagine in a sport with, it's got 4 rounds, you've got these full fields. I guess it would be pretty hard for them to give negative odds. Tiger's the only person to do it in a major. What year was that? Was that back like 99 or 2000 or whatever? Little pull. Hey, good evening, Deuce. Oh, 2007. Okay. Now, the other question, did he win that one? Were the odds makers correctamundo? Stutters. Stutters did not get patched out. Very much so not patched out. Oh, he got tied for second. Dang. That's so close. 98. So these greens are pretty dang slow. They still break even though you hit it with pace early. Okay, that's what I wasn't sure of. I thought maybe I'm gonna hit through that a little bit more. You're the Zach Johnson, gotcha. Ethan Koepka, Richard? I don't know, Koepka's always an interesting one. Yeah, but like we've talked about, I don't really know what's going on with the LIV guys. If I was gonna choose one LIV player to maybe make a dent in things, I'm gonna go probably with Bryson. That's just what my gut tells me. Just the way that last season went. He's a name you still hear about even though he's playing on LIV. Hasn't been better than like plus 500, so if you hit 2 times, you pretty much get even money. And I guess the question would be, how many times did he win last year and the year before? Because he had like a 7-win season or something, right? So like, yeah, if you bet on him every event, you hit 7 times, you come out in the positive. Even if you only need it to be like 2, that's at least on the stretch of golf that he's had over the past couple of years, that's probably something a little more quote-unquote low risk. Of course there's risk, but you know what I mean. I heard a comment that partials are harder post-patch. I don't know that I believe that. Wow. That many lines moving and it just... I wasn't gonna put that on inside edge, but okay. I mean, the thing is, I don't sports bet, so like, I don't really read into any of that stuff or really know too much about it. I also just... That's not how I want to spend my fun dollars, I guess. This thing's below the feet. I left the face open a little bit. Ooh, that hill saves me. You only bet on NASCAR? I haven't watched NASCAR in pretty well years, but I have seen, because of like Logitech and stuff on Twitter. I think Denny Hamlin has. I did not swing that far enough. Denny Hamlin's won like the past 2 races or 2 of the past 3 or something like that. But I haven't watched NASCAR probably since back when Jimmy Johnson won like 6 championships or whatever. So it's been a minute. The good old days, yeah. My dad and my grandfather and stuff used to watch And so I used to watch a bit too. I think I went to Dover twice for the fall race. Because a guy my dad worked with had tickets. Well, that's a great recovery shot from the rough. Better to bet on educated sports with most variants, like UFC. Knowing someone's background for an upset opportunity pays more often than a football game. On educated sports with most variants. What do you mean with most variants? I guess I don't know enough about sports betting to... Oh, the push is gonna bring me back to the sand. Yeah, alright. Don't bet because you can't afford to lose. But you recognize that, and that's a good thing. Some people, unfortunately, get themselves into a position where they bet because they feel like they have to win. And that becomes a very dangerous... Very, very dangerous game. There are a lot of people who gamble who shouldn't, and unfortunately the sad reality of the situation is that's kind of what these companies bank on and make their money off of, is the ones who can't afford to lose it. You can't afford to lose it, but you don't bet ready. That's a pretty nice situation to be in, though. It's the worst part of your job, guy. Yeah, because you were saying with the college basketball and like just some of the different sports and stuff, the way that people, get after some of these players because they're putting money on them and losing money. Quite sad. I didn't have good transition, so I lost a bunch. Get in there. UFC, it's one-on-one. Many times the line goes to the popular, more experienced fighter. If you know things like being an NCAA 3-time national champ. In wrestling, it could mean that he'll dominate that area. Are you talking about, so that's the guy that you're referencing, that's a Penn State guy, right? It's not David Taylor. Who's the... Yeah, there's a Penn State dude who's gone into UFC. Bo Nickel, yeah. Yeah, Bo was an animal. Too many players and stats, the machine gets it right most of the time. That's fair. That's fair, and I think that's why... Well, actually, I don't know. Some people just, they like prop bets and stuff because they think they know the game well enough. Now, I still think that betting on some sports stuff that you're familiar with is better than just like the real scary thing is when people start to get just like straight up addicted to sports gambling and they start gambling on like Slovakian table tennis or something, you know what I mean? Like people just start betting on the most random stuff. Vegas lines for probability. It's not what the casinos are doing. Yeah, Vegas odds are an educated guess about the outcome of a game based on a bunch of data and simulations, whereas The casino odds is just like, we're fixing it so that we win this much of the time. But just because the odds say it's 2-1 for someone to win, I mean, you look at the Kentucky Derby or something, like, that's not always going to be the case. I got that a little bit out there. New York only allows machine. Can't be altered by a private entity by law. Take a $10,000 pay cut to not do social media for your basketball team. Your boss laughed. Was he just thinking like somebody's got to do it and it's not going to be me? I guess on the bright side, college basketball is over for now. Right? At least as far as I'm aware, it ends with the tournament, right? If you hit good contact or not, man, the odds would be all over. And it's kind of like, for me, like, I don't know. It's just, it's so accessible, but it also just is so in your face these days. And there's just so many people who shouldn't be gambling. Like, I am personally quite tired of it. Now in hibernation, do you have transfer visits next week? Being Pacific time, all the East Coast bettors who lost their mortgage payment on Eastern and Central teams. Oh, wow, yeah, I wouldn't think of it like that. But honestly, that makes a lot of sense, Guy. Like, you were the late game, so it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna recoup my losses. So you either get the, like, really excited, like, thank goodness this team, or this person, or whatever, like, did well. But you also get the other end of that. Yeah, where they're sitting on compound losses and stuff. Yeah, someone was trying to recoup the losses from the day. Do you love poker, though? Well, the thing is, yeah, I have a respect for poker because at the end of the day, the thing that makes poker so different about any other form of gambling is it is man to man, right? Mano y mano, there's a human component to it that you have some potential control over with your actions. Yeah, when you're looking at something like oh wow, that's still got that far to the right. When you're looking at something like sports betting, you're simply a spectator to it. So even though there's more skill to sports betting, I would say generally speaking, than most other gambling, you are not a participant in it, and if you are, that's illegal. Oh, that... okay. That really skipped and rolled out. Yeah, I went through a phase a couple of years ago. Not that I gamble, but like watching like some live poker streams and you know, watching like some old poker tournament reruns and stuff, because I do think that that is fairly interesting. It's like that's how I became familiar with like Jamie Staples and stuff. On Twitch, he was broadcasting like old tournaments and talking over it and kind of like thinking through the hands. So I use it as like a way to kind of learn it a little bit. I haven't touched it since, and I never had anybody to really play it with. I would play like the World Series of Poker mobile app. The problem is, oh, overcorrected that. The problem is people like look at you funny or start to like get annoyed with you when you, when you're just playing like 2x the blind or whatever, like trying to get people out. I'm like, I'm not here, man, to like just let you get a free ride into the action to like hope you draw into something. So that was definitely an interesting component to it. It's like, I'm trying to get you to fold or put your money where your mouth is. I'm not doing some like outrageous thing, but like you gotta, I'm not just gonna let you like get a free ride here to see the flop. Your roommate at Kutztown is in the top 75 all-time cash winners of all time. Big Jamie Staples guy, nice man. Yeah, I watched Jamie and stuff. We have some Twitter interactions from time to time now because he played golf and stuff, so that's pretty cool. All-time cash winners of all time. Also, Kutztown. I feel like we maybe talked about that before. I've driven past Kutztown. It's off 78, right? Weather for 2 years, nice. Yeah, I've driven past there plenty of times. I've got family out kind of ish that way. But yeah, if I was taking the free drive out to like State College area, like I'd take 78 and then take 322 instead of going the Northeast Extension to 80. How's the community creation courses? Someone make Bethpage black yet? I would assume so. I don't know. There's probably some stuff ported from the last game. I want to go like a half club here. If I had to guess, there's probably some ported stuff from the last game. I haven't really looked into anything outside of career mode and like the rank stuff, because that's just where I've been living. Oh, that's gonna break. Dang. I mean, I didn't hit it hard enough, so it did take the break. But we got a pretty solid lead at the moment. It's the US Open, so I'd imagine that scores are gonna be kept way down. Alright, got the little 101, which means we can clear this. Oh, I was trying to get it onto the green, not hit the front edge of the green there. What is 71%? Get in there. Get in there. The Penn State Drive's your fave? You head up there for some games or some parties? Back in college, huh? Classic. I mean, that's where I went, so obviously that's where I went, that's where my wife went, so many a drive that way before and after college. Homecoming concerts? Okay. Pre-racist Kanye. Good times, good times. Jonathan, thank you very much for the follow. Schauffele's gonna go on a run and win? You think Schauffele? I think Schauffele having broken through last year, I think that opens him up to being able to do it for the Masters this year. I don't think the Masters was ever going to be his first one. Every time that I picked him in like Masters fantasy and stuff, he came up well short. But I think after getting those 2 wins last year, it wouldn't surprise me if he's actually competitive this go around. 100%. Oh yeah, no, that's also correct, Matt. For the game, he's OP, but I'm just going back to our conversation from earlier. I wouldn't put it past Schauffele to be in the mix this year. But yeah, in the game, Schauffele is OP. Can you imagine, just for a second, if DeChambeau set the scoring record? All those comments from years ago about Augusta being a par whatever course for him. Now, I know he's not. He still goes for the power. It's not as crazy as it was. But can we just imagine for a second if he finally came through on that? Schauffele's only even map. He's washed. Gary Woodland's the new guy now. Oh, it's been your number 2 school out of high school, even though you're in New Jersey? Rutgers dominates, obviously, but Penn State was always the second. I mean, New Jersey doesn't really have many other options besides Rutgers. You guys have Rutgers, you got Princeton, and then it's just like random small schools. Although I do remember back when I was in college, I think it was like New Jersey A&T or something along that line beat like Michigan or some big thing in college basketball. Record's 20 under. Yeah, I was gonna say the scoring record was back when DJ won, right? '16 beat the 1 seed. Yeah, but there was another one that was like during the regular season that was a pretty big upset because I remember being at a track meet at like, where were we? It wasn't Susquehanna. I don't think it was Juniata. We were at like Bucknell or something, and I remember being on my phone and just like pulling up ESPN, and there was like this random New Jersey school winning. Yeah, there were a fair number of people, Samo, that I went to school with that were Jersey folks. Like, I think Penn State is a big school for Jersey people because it's the same thing for Maryland. Like New Jersey and Maryland, there are a fair number of people because between the 2 states you have Princeton, you've got Rutgers, you've got UMD, and you've got like James Madison. Maybe is it St. Mary? I think is there off of 15. Ooh, what up, Justin? What's going on, man? Welcome back for 65 months. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Hope all is well. How's the welding going? I was asking my dad some welding questions and mentioning you, just because my dad does elevator stuff. So I was just asking him like what his schooling process looked like, and I think he was taught at his workshop, and then they had to like pay money to like test out of it basically to get their certification. But he was saying that like what you're doing is pretty well the like standard practice of like going into schooling for a bit. Yeah, they're gonna keep bumping 13 back. It'll be interesting to see this year, but I'm sure it'll get moved again. UMB in Maryland? Well, there's UMBC. There's UMBC, but I said UMD, University of Maryland. You got UMD, and then you've got Johns Hopkins, St. Mary's. I guess UMBC would be the other one. Job hunt's been dry, but you interviewed for a position today just for machine operation? Get in there. Yeah, hopefully things get a little bit better. So I take it then that means the last interview where they referred you to the other half of their shop didn't turn out. So I'm sorry to hear that. Your grandfather welded for 45 years? Yeah, my dad doesn't do exclusively welding. That's just like a part of his job. But Justin's been going to school for that recently, so top of mind. What's going on, Alex? How are you doing? All right. So do we have any ranked tours enjoyers? They said they fixed it. We got positive merits. Now it's only 25. I don't know how many we're supposed to be getting, but that is promising. Companies just only, it's so crappy, Justin. Like just tell me that I didn't get it. Just tell me I didn't get it. I'm not offended. Just tell me so I'm not sitting here hoping and waiting. Just call UMD the Terps? Well, I'm not from Maryland. I only lived there for a couple of years, so. You just started though, but you love this game? I do too, man. I do too. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to play the Daily Master when we get back. So I'll drop the code into the chats. Anybody is more than welcome to join me. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Again, I appreciate y'all being here. If you have not already, like the stream, follow, sub. Those go a long way to help me. And I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. We got one slot left if anybody wants in. I'll leave it open for another minute or so here, and then we'll get going. Map, I see you joined in for the first time. Oh, looks like they haven't fixed that bug. Oh man, 3 days go by, email or no response. Another week. Yeah, like that's the thing that's so frustrating. Is like it's okay if the answer is no, but I don't want to be sitting on, you know, this hope that I'm gonna hear back, especially if you get into a position. Oprah Winfrey. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good name. That's a pretty good name. Bet. All right, first time full squad. Let's get in here. Let's do it. Yeah, it's like it's okay if the answer is no, but like you don't want to be in a situation where like you get in talks with another company and then they offer and then you're like, well, I don't know, I have this other one that I maybe like better. Play golf in real life? I do. I'm not very good, Alex. I'm hoping to get better this year. I'm like a 26.6 handicap, something like that. I'm hoping to start breaking 90 this year. That would be ideal. I just wish they would put a little bit of wins on this. That's all I wish. Would make things just a little bit more interesting. Do I not shoot 62 at my local course IRL? No, I shoot closer to 100, give or take. I shoot a lot closer to 100. We go on stretches though. You know, I think my personal best stretch is like 3 holes played to 1 under. Yeah, but I probably played like a quad bogey right before that, so. Close face. If we get up to like pin high, it should just be an uphill putt. I went a little bit further. Oh, that was harsh. Oh, that was harsh. Justin's a rare specimen. He is a rare specimen. He's also somebody that you've, you know, become semi-familiar with over the past number of years, so I suppose that helps. Play any other games? Sometimes. Golf is definitely our main thing. But I would like to get some more variety stuff going on the channel as time goes on. The last game that we played before this game came out was The Last of Us. Played through that for the first time. So we're gonna kind of, basically we're gonna feel out how things go with virtual golf through like the summer months and stuff, and then I'd like to bring on some other content. I don't know if we're gonna do split streams. I don't know if we're gonna do separate streams where like one night of the week or 2 nights of the week we play something different. I don't know how we're gonna break it down, but the Switch 2's coming out. We'll have to see about that, because I am definitely interested. Elden Ring Night Rain is coming out. That's something that I'm considering as well. So there's definitely other games and things coming out later this year. We just gotta figure out what that all looks like. Like The Last of Us 2, Lucas? Maybe. Could be. Haven't decided. That was a heck of a shot, by the way. If I do say so myself. Very, very bold line. Oh, he likes it. Kick left. What a partial hybrid. What a partial hybrid. When are we gonna play Rocket League again, Justin? Don't tempt me with a good time, dude. Don't tempt me with a good time. I definitely went on a kick a couple years ago where Gamer Ability and myself were running some duos together. That was a good time. Playing the first game, didn't want to make me play the second game instantly, then you don't know. It's just, I think the thing I struggle with, Lucas, is the time commitment and the balance of interest. Because I think the thing that scares me just in general about picking up and playing anything else other than golf is what is the reception going to be? You know? Like, I 100% want to play other things, and there's going to be a part of me that just has to accept the fall off that's going to happen with it, but it's trying to find stuff that has enough interest that like I have interest and other people have interest, and you know, we can come to this like shared enjoyment. And I know I shouldn't base everything that I do based on other people, but it's kind of hard in the content creation space. So close. Oh, that was some bouncing. Just gotta hit it. Just gotta hit it. Played like 2,000 hours of Rocket League and all your friends stopped playing, so you stopped playing. I mean, that's how it oftentimes goes. Oh, that's how it oftentimes goes when it comes to games you play with friends. 57 streams in a row, Lucas. GG's. Yeah, 100%. And that's the hard balance, right? Is playing what I enjoy. Playing what I enjoy, but trying to find as big of a balance as I can of playing stuff that other people will also enjoy. I left the face open. See, that's the tough thing about, I let myself, you know, I play it in a way where, okay, I'm going to go out to the 100-yard shot, try and stick it close. Okay, we make the putt, but like we could have driven it down close and left ourselves like a chip or something. Yeah, what's going on, Garrett? Have a core that'll be here no matter what I play, but in terms of growing, it's hard to balance. Exactly. And like, you know, I can get some information out of Twitch in terms of like, you know, there's stuff of other people, you know, people that watch you also watch these games, right? And so that is useful. YouTube doesn't really have that. Trying to hit this in the rough to kind of kill the bounce. Didn't want to kill it that much, but I knew if I went too much further, it'd be tough. Oh man, that's pretty good. I mean, easy birdie. Try and play a few ranked games tonight. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Get more hype for the Masters. Counting down the days. Get to watch some par 3 stuff tomorrow. Because like one thing that I am considering when it comes to our variety stuff is I've been doing like golf in the first half and then the variety game in the second half, which works fine with Twitch. It's not as great for YouTube. So I think what I might do is like if we're playing a story-based game, then we would do it on YouTube. Like we would do it as 2 separate, you know, days, so that YouTube just has like a VOD that is dedicated to it, which makes it easier to watch. Because one comment that I did get when we were playing The Last of Us was that even though I time-stamped things, that it just wasn't convenient for the playlist. Like if you were trying to just watch The Last of Us stuff, to every video jump timestamps. So like I do understand that. You just got an ace on the 17th hole? Get in there, RJ. Very nice. Playing... So I don't think the 7-iron is going to go 12 yards. I left the face open. All right. Yeah, I think we had pretty good distance control. Fortunately, that feed's there. Put it just outside so it drifts back. Center. Ooh, almost wasn't center anymore. Jeez. Splitting one Twitch stream into 2 different YouTube vids. So I could do that. That's another option. But yeah, I guess that is another question, is like I could splice the YouTube video. Like I could splice the Twitch stream and just pull the story mode stuff out of it, or I could just do it where like Monday is golf, Tuesday is variety, you know, is story game, Wednesday is golf, Thursday is story game, or something to that effect. That's more so what I'm thinking. That's way short. Miss about this game? No notifications about people hitting aces anymore? Oh, is that not a thing? I always turn that stuff off right away, so I never saw it. But now that you say it, I do remember back in at least 2K21 that being a thing. Maybe that was still a thing in 23. What was the update? So they added some new clubs that are coming to the game, I think, later this week. They apparently fixed the merits and season points for 2K ranked tours. They didn't back pay it, but I did see mine go positive this time, so we'll keep an eye on that. They fixed some hole-in-one bug in Scottsdale, fixed some stuff in the course designer, not everything, I guess something related to some splining. And then apparently they fixed the bug about settings resetting in between multiplayer rounds. And so the thing that's being tested right now is if that is the bug that is plaguing the start of TGC Tours. So we're waiting to see some test results from people that pins and conditions change from round to round, because if that is the case, TGC Tours may just be starting pretty soon, which would be very nice. Oh. Okay. Expected a little bit too much out of that, I guess. Underswung it. Alright, sequence of mistakes there. I think that uphill lie was maybe what got me in trouble on the approach shot. Someone like Northern Lion, he plays a couple of games during a stream, and then he'll just split them into different vids for his YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that I could consider. Obviously, it requires more work, and that's kind of... yeah, that's always the big trade-off for me. Yeah, the big outstanding question is how much time do I have and how much time do I want to take? Because, yeah, what is the return on investment? But, you know, you hope that maybe there are some people... I guess the way to look at it is, like, maybe I'll catch somebody while I'm live, and then, you know, people that follow the channel and are interested in that game will check out the playthrough. Because it would be, like, a largely unedited... I would just, like, clip out the ad breaks from the stream, right? Monday Golf Societies ranked TGC round 1 and 2. Tuesday other, Wednesday Golf Societies round, Thursday other seems like a nice balance. Yeah, and like I don't know if it, you know, is it Monday, Wednesday that makes the most sense? Is it back-to-back days? You know, is it having a gap day? Like those are the big questions. Yeah, the things that I'll have to really consider and probably won't think about too much until there's finally something that I'm like, you know what? I do wanna start playing this, or you know, golf gets slow enough that I'm like, okay, it's time to make that transition. Because the variety is definitely something that I know hurts, but helps as well. Like it hurts the peaks. You know, hurts the top line, but lowers the bottom line. Right, some weeks you wouldn't know if you made the cut on Wednesdays yet, and you know, there's something about playing the Wednesday night, right? With the cut on the line. Yeah, so it's like, do you do it in a way where, like, yeah, I don't know, because, like, 1 day a week is not enough. I feel like if you're gonna go with variety stuff, you gotta go 2. But the balance of 2 is kind of hard, given the cut line and not knowing things. That's a gorgeous shot. I was definitely very nervous I was gonna miss the eagle putt there. Extra, yeah. We'll just, let me just run that by my wife real quick, Justin. Hey, honey, can I have a 5th day? I need more variety streams. Yeah, that'll go over well. That'll go over well. That, or I could change. I do have Friday nights. I do have Friday nights free. Most weekends. You know, I'm sure Deuce and Senor wouldn't mind me canceling on them forever so that I could stream another night. Surely that wouldn't be an issue. Wow, that bounce. Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, we're still playing it. We're in Act 3. We're in Act 3. It's just, we have a fair number of weeks that, yeah, we're not able to play. Like, my parents and stuff were in town last weekend, so we weren't able to play. Like, we get a couple hours at a time. Hope, yeah, a good month, a couple times in the month, but tis a tough ask. Oh, I did go too far right. Like, it's gonna go left, but it's not gonna go that far left. Yeah, it went a good ways left, though. In your top 5 for best games you've ever played? It's not for me, and I think because it's not for me. Like, I don't know if I would have a different relationship with it if I played it, if I had the time to play it a lot and I played it by myself. But I feel like I haven't really, like, mastered the mechanics and the understanding of things, and so that has hurt me. I die a lot and, like, feel like I'm getting carried. But I understand why people love it. Like, I can definitely see that. Jeffrey, thank you for the YouTube sub. So don't get me wrong, like, I 100% get where the love for that game comes from. It just hasn't quite hit with me. Like, it's very, you know, it's still good and it's still fun. But I'm definitely missing some of the enjoyment. I push opened because in my head I was starting to get concerned about, like, how I wanted to go after this. Because in my head I was like, where that pin is, I need to hit more of a draw. I'm like, I can't hit more of a draw, and so I started, like, adjusting my swing line. That's pretty good. But got outside too much. Dang it. Dang it. Well, 2 putt for birdie. Still a solid round. Was that 16 with a bogey? Yeah, we've been starting to play these ranked tours pretty well. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the games. Yeah, we've been on a streak here. We've been on a streak with these. Obviously, people come in and they wait, what? Why do you have 2 libraries in your pants? What? I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like up to date on my Spanish, so to speak. But I that is at least bare bones enough. I was rereading Bibliotecas a couple of times because I was like, that's libraries. That's libraries. Right? I was trying to make sense of it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I came to that translation. What? But yeah, like I took Spanish back in high school and I took a semester in college because I had to for comp sci. But yeah, I was also running through my Spanish rap from Community, you know? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llamo T-Bone, la araña discoteca, discoteca, maneca, la biblioteca. I'm pretty sure that rap goes on to say something about Cameron Diaz and some other things, but I am really hoping for my sake that that raid came in just after I finished singing. Here's hoping. Here's hoping for that. But Zane, welcome on in. Everybody from Zane's stream, hello, I'm Colby. We play the virtual golf here, just playing some ranked tours. We're hopping back into the US Open in the career mode. We'll be playing some more ranked tours and ranked matchmaking later. But how was the how was the baseball? Also, Zane, did you track my tweet timeline? Did you see how I just completely dissected everything that HB was doing? Called the patch. I'm also thinking we're gonna get a patch for season 2. That one's a little more obvious. I was very proud to call on this one. I mean, their social media presence is predictable at best. Let's put it that way. Predictable at best. Yeah, what's going on, C-Dog? Welcome back. Because it's Masters Week. They don't have anything Masters. But they upped their social media presence out of nowhere. I was like, okay. Masters Week, that makes sense. And then they dropped the most random tweet about joining the Discord and the Reddit and mentioned about game updates, and I'm like, okay. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. Yeah, let's pull it up. Let's grab the receipts. Let's grab the receipts, because why not? Why not? So, they posted this yesterday, right? Want more out of 2K25? Join our growing communities on Discord and Reddit for more on the latest game updates. That was what I keyed in on. Latest game updates. Find societies to join and discover newly created courses. They don't really care about societies. We know that. It's fine. But I immediately hit him with the quote tweet. What's the timestamp here? 6:20 p.m. When did this tweet come out? 6:17. That's pretty good turnaround. Most of it was how long it took me to find Copium and save it to my phone to then post on the tweet. Because 6:20 p.m. means I'm off the computer. I'm mobile. I'm mobile. So I keyed in on latest game updates. New update coming soon. Hit him with the Copium. And then, just like that, today, new update dropped. I'm like, come on. Come on. Churlish stuff. Super easy to track. I was proud of it. Predictions on the update, if there are any? The update came out. There is nothing to be predicted. Is it? Are we confirmed on that, Zane? Are we confirmed on that? Because it would be pretty sweet to get TGC going. I mean, it's the type of thing, like, I'm very curious to see how people are playing, because, like, it's one thing to be playing in, you know, on these ranked tours and playing careers. Like, it's hard to really gauge where the skill of the community is at. Obviously, some people are very, very good, but the conditions aren't crazy most of the time on ranked tours, so, like, I can see how people get to the scores they do. I remember something a couple weeks ago, somebody making the claim that, like, minus 50 was going to get you into the pro tours, and I kind of laughed. Because you only needed to shoot, like, minus 30 in the last game, and I know this game is easier in some respects, but it is not 20 strokes easier. 99% likely? Cool. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what the turnaround time on that is going to look like. We're gonna partial this 6-iron. It's gonna bounce and go, but I think we'll be okay. What's it, 96%? But I mean, we're getting our practice. I mean, our career mode that we're playing is TGC settings. Yeah, that is the one thing I was concerned about there. But we're playing like this right now. You know, we're playing no vibration, legend, all that good stuff. What's going on, Hurt? What's the TGC news? So the update today, the patch that they pushed today, appears to have fixed the round progression bug that has been plaguing TGC from starting. So it's been tested by a few people, as Ada said. I saw at least one person posting about it in Discord earlier today. But it looks like progressing from round to round in a group is not keeping the conditions and pins the same. Which is muy importante. Because you just don't want to open up the can of worms of people being able to exploit things. Now, I'm curious to see, because I haven't tested it, if society conditions play the same at any time that you play it. Like if I play it and you play it, if the wind directions and speeds are the same on every hole like they were in the last game. Because I have seen it in like ranked tours and stuff that depending on when you play, the winds and stuff are way different. Yo, what's going on, tribe? Took me a second there to process. How you doing, dude? Trotting 88 the other day, was really proud. Didn't know, so you're just like, yeah, 80. So for a scratch golfer, 90, breaking 90, like that's my goal for this year. 90 is a big milestone because that effectively has put you at an average of a bogey per hole or less. Obviously, like, everybody would love to shoot par or better, but for the average golfer, getting below 90 is definitely a big milestone, at least in my mind's eye is. What's the percentage? 94? Gotta make sure that I'm partialing the right distance for it. Business trip? I assumed a business trip was on the cards. If ever you're here, I assume Tribe is not home, and if Tribe is not home, well, it's one of two things. Wife is gone with kids, or you're on a business trip. Those are typically the recipes for an appearance. Playing the big cut out. I played it too far right, I think. Trying to cut it into the slope and then run it back. Think he's got a shot at the Masters green jacket this year, John? He's definitely got a chance at this US Open. As he blows the putt right by. No, we've got enough of a lead, though. It's so tough because this US Open, I'm not familiar with like 98 greens. These are crazy slow. Talk about golf all the time. You don't know what they're saying. You gotta learn here. Not say anything to them, but you'll be in full understanding, and they'll think that it's just going over your head the whole time. But yeah, 90 is definitely a good goal for most people. 15 to 19, the average handicap in the US? Is it? I think you might be right about that. I also don't know how many of those people are telling the truth about their handicaps. I mean, as someone that plays at a country club, you're probably very familiar with that aspect of the game. 95. I mean, I would think that you're very, very familiar with people just completely sandbagging and lying about their handicap. Either sandbagging or claiming to be way better than they are. I'm sure you get both ends of the spectrum. Going to Golf League for this year, but didn't realize that the tees you'll play are shorter than 5,000 yards. They've got you teed that forward. I mean, I guess it's probably to keep it accessible to more people. Also, this is such a long... Do we run a stinger? No. 261. Going to... It's too slow of a green. I think I have to partial driver. I mean, I missed it long by about as much as it carried extra compared to what I thought it would. These downhill ones on such slow greens, we gotta play this just on the edge and kind of hit it. Yeah, the greens are so slow, these things end up coming up short. Old guys in a cap committee to narc on score cheaters. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm the person that would, because my handicap is as high as it is, like, if I had a good round, I would be killer, but I'm definitely not one of those people out there trying to act like I'm way better than I am. I'm a 26.6 handicap or something like that. I think is where I stand at the moment, and it's just kind of it is what it is. I'm not gonna try and act like, oh yeah, I go out there and I shoot. I shoot in the 80s. I'm so good at golf. Like I'm not out here trying to BS anybody. I underswung it that much. Dang, these greens are so slow. You have to pull back so much further than normal. Yeah, I got my feel today, just letting go at the top and then it just falls through. Yeah, I mean, the golf is a weird sport in that you focus on the feel rather than the real. And just by that, Justin, they mean that, like, sometimes when you're swinging the club, the motion that you do may be way more exaggerated than what you're actually doing. So a lot of times you're just like focusing on a feeling, but effectively it's not anywhere near as drastic. You know what? I think just a stock 8. Because this downhill lie, I mean, it's slower greens, but downhill lie, big bounce, and then only a little bit of roll. That's what we're going for here. Hanging out a little bit. It should move a bit left on the big bounce here. Oh, come on. Golf's a dumb sport. It is, Mare. It is. We've got this weird sicko relationship with it. We're all a bunch of masochists. T-Pax, Adrian, welcome back. How we doing? Pretty honest on handicap, but you'll edit it. Yeah. Edit it for the YouTube VOD. Speed Demon, thank you for the follow. So much that you don't understand. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It's definitely something that you learn a lot via exposure and definitely playing it, but I think that's how it is with most things, right? Like, even as something as simple as like a video game that your friends play that you don't. I pushed it. Dang. That's not going to be fun. That's so far over there that I can't even flip it. Oh boy. Ooh boy. So this means that the flop is going to be sideways. All right. Not much I can really do here. What is it? 89%? That's full? Not bad. I would have liked better contact, but swing path was definitely helpful. Anything new in the Superstore? I don't think that resets until tomorrow? Question mark? I have a bad habit of not checking the Superstore, but I really should. I really should check the store. There's supposed to be new clubs coming because they added them in the latest patch here, so we should have some new clubs that start to appear. That's still cutting that much. I didn't want to play it too far left in fear of ending up in that left rough, but we're gonna end up in this rough right here. 2K releases anything but clubs? That's probably because it's easier to acquire, like, a para licensing, if I had to guess. Oh. Decent touch, just can't seem to get the swing line on that. Go with your dad sometime. He plays a lot, but he's never asked you to go. I would almost be willing to bet, Justin, if you showed interest, if you showed any interest in it, your dad would be more than happy to have you tag along. And I would be more than happy for it to go in the hole. I thought I was going to do it. Oh, I thought I was going to roll it out right into the hole. Stick it right into the hole. Gosh darn it. Learn golf's the fun part. When you've been playing for as long as you have, develop so many conflicting bad habits. Shoot lights out one day, can't make contacts the next. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough sport. It's the type of thing, if you did try it and you did have interest, I would say to try and get lessons early. Like, that would be very, very helpful to get you on the right path and hopefully avoid some pretty critical errors that you can make. Obviously, that's a fair bit of commitment, but it's very easy to watch a bunch of stuff on the internet and different things and get yourself into trouble. Upgrade those clubs yet? I did not. Because I've gone to the range a couple of times this year, Mayor. I want to get out and play, and I want to get some lessons going, and then I think we'll be revisiting that. The hard part is, like, I would love to do like a day at the course or whatever where they've got fitters and things from a brand, and I just get like fit and they tell me what sort of stuff I would need. Maybe if there's if I need to have it more upright, or get things fit for me a little bit better, because I think that any of the major brands, I think at this point, with that sort of fitting would go a long way. Underswung. I didn't realize I was that underswung. That's a long... It's not even like a long putt, but the amount of power you need is just crazy here. Try to push one on you, even if it's not right. Well, I guess how do you combat that? Right? How do you know that they are doing a good job? Because I do understand that there is they're trying to sell you on something. Right, like, I understand that. Alright, that was the miss I didn't want to have. That's okay. Alright, drivable par 4. I almost pulled that one. Too far left on the backswing. Intuition, you guys? Just need to trust the instructor. When you got fitted for ping driver, he came out with a Callaway Titleist and ping, 7 different shafts. Come on. I gotta get better at the chipping. Chipping is getting me in trouble. Not hitting great swings on it. I think because the backswing is just so much longer than I think it's going to be. Keep pulling too far to the left. I'm getting these pushes now. Ooh. Ooh. Not terrible lie on a downslope. Like a choked 6. I still pushed it. What was this? 93? Oh, quad perfects on a splash? Of course, it's super slow greens, so like we get the low roll and we're just well back here. Oh no, we bogeyed the 18th. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kinda ran away with that. Kinda ran away with that one. Yeah, it's US Open, so they make the field play really poorly, but we still shot 10s. The hardest part was the green speed there. Well, that is really really choppy. Holy cow. 5 handicap in 11th grade. Now you'll probably be about a 15. Only play a few times a year now, plus you're old. I only get to play a few times a year as well, Hurt. I've played about 30 rounds in the past 3 years. 4 years? Past 3 years. So yeah, I do not get out a ton. Alright, we got plenty of golf left. Unfortunately, I gotta run the ad break now. When we get back, we've got I think we've got a daily ranked tours to do, and then maybe we'll play a round or two of ranked duos. But we will be right back. Appreciate you all. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Tyler. Thank you for the YouTube sub. Alright.
It's raining.
Ads. Oh, cool. Double ads. Way to go, Twitch. 400 VC, I'll take it. Don't remember what raised the bar was. But we get another 50 from getting part of the Career Grand Slam. We like VC. So we still need to spend a ton on our technician. Alright, let's deal with this stuff real quick. And then we've got some ranked tours to attend to. I still can't believe how we shot in round 1 yesterday. Obviously being able to follow that up for another 3 rounds is going to be a tall task. Yeah, we've certainly been playing well. But it's just always tough to continue to hit your points and make your reads and make your putts at such like a highly consistent level. But we're gonna try our best. Absolutely. Always try and put our best foot forward. Because I mean, you have to. You have to. As soon as you get like complacent and take your foot off the gas, it's not a good recipe. Alright, but that's good because that gets us one step closer. So we need to do ranked tours with Sunday Red. I'll have to see what Sunday Red we can equip. Maybe we can put on shoes. They want us to win 5 Divot Derby, and yeah, I'm not. It's 300 VC, but that's not worth my time. Oh, we need a Callaway driver as well. 100 VC and a. That's like such an easy one to do. I'll put it on for. Actually, do we even have the Callaway driver? If we have one, I will put it on for ranked. I'll put it on for ranked. I will not put it on for our other stuff. But let's take a look at our My Player, see if are there Sunday Red shoes? Whenever it goes manage My Player, my instinct is it's gonna take me to the like My Player menus, but that is not it. All right, Phil's lost. I mean, that was my guess is Phil's are gonna lose the series. I don't think they'll get swept, but my prediction is 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 lost. Just a hunch. Okay, they do not have Sunday Red shoes. Alright, we'll just do the Sunday Red hat, I guess. Doesn't really go with the outfit, but I mean, if they're gonna give me stuff for the cheap, and let's just take a quick peek at what our driver options are. We got Mizuno, TaylorMade, Titleist, 2K, TaylorMade. We don't even have a Callaway driver. Oh. Do they have? Let's go to the Superstore. Just check. I think the shop refreshes tomorrow. Long sleeve, Malbon. These are the standard. Yeah, 12 hours until this stuff switches over. The Malbon Tiger shirt, pretty good. Some Nike apparel. I guess the thing to check is, do you get the Callaway driver from career mode, or is it only something that you have to buy in the shop? Because if I have to just buy it in the shop, I'm never gonna get it. And if it's from the career mode, then I will maybe get it eventually. It's golfing time. I thought it was clobbering time. What's going on, Zach? I've been misled. I always thought it was clobbering time. We're almost at tier 9 with this, which is really good. Callaway we have at tier 6. Okay, so there is a driver on tier 9. That's one that we'll like get to eventually. You just have to play so much career mode to get all of these to the max and collect all of the stuff. So what's the other Sunday Red apparel that you can get in here? Another shirt, pants. You can get Sunday Red shoes. Okay, good to know. Game's treating me pretty well. Yeah, we've had some pretty solid shooting across our rounds so far tonight. We're about to hop back into the weekly tournament. We're getting pretty close to having our other weekly tournaments that are not based on 2K stuff, are a little bit harder and way more competitive. That stuff's hopefully starting up soon. But we are your first round leader. Shot a 19 under. I don't know if that holds as the best first round, but we're gonna try and follow that up. I don't foresee us being able to shoot 19 under again, but who knows? Who freaking knows? All right, let's get after it. Yeah, conditions not so tough here. Okay, got the pull. We were getting a push, so just means as we took our little ad break and regrip the controller, we're just a little bit off the mark. That is a-okay. So this is playing about 146. This is about 5 yards short. I think we could honestly try and cut this through the wind a little bit. So I feel like should get out there and get a bounce. It's not terrible. The closed does not help us. This at least rolls down to the flattish part. Quicker green speeds. I gotta adjust to that because these are gonna be breaking. Okay, it's a good first putt. It's a good first putt. The thing was yesterday, like, we were making putts too, so like even if we didn't just like stick it right on the number, we were getting the ball to roll pretty well. There we go. I mean, that's, if we can keep repeating that swing and have some good reads, we're going to be in a good position. See, this round immediately tougher. Immediately tougher. 186, but as soon as you put like extra 20 plus on it, it's playing well over 206. We're on a downslope, but I can't see this running too far. Can't see this running too far. I can see it drifting out to the left. And then there's a little bit of roll to the right. That's the strike. It's pretty well just going straight. See, but I'm okay being on this right-hand side because this is now a straight putt up the hill, or like a very low amount of movement putt up the hill. So you put it on the right edge. Wow. I added so much pace to it, and I thought it was going to come out a lot hotter than that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought with the amount of pace I was adding that was gonna travel a few feet past the hole, which meant that the first part of that putt was gonna go a lot more. Okay, well, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. 6 iron is gonna travel about pin high. 11 yards of bounce and rollout on the... I don't think that's going to be the case. I think you got to take the 6-iron. I think you kind of choke down on the 6-iron here. Even though you're hitting it slightly de-lofted, still think the way that this wind plays down the hill, you got to give it some respect out to the left. I closed the face. It's a much better input. I just have to start getting those online more. But yeah, this round is going to be very much so predicated on how can we handle these higher winds, which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the heck out of it having higher winds, but we got to be able to hit our swing on top of it, because these are already tougher to get correct, and then you add the higher variation, or the higher variance rather, and you're in for a tough time. Wind turns it back over. We get back over to this light rough. Oh, that kicked harder to the left. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. I was hoping we could get that thing. Hoping we could get that thing to kick forward. My swing plane was way more out to the right. Dang. Alright, we've had a couple of those thus far. But I also have to keep in mind, like, the conditions in round 1 quite easy compared to this. And I mean, it's the type of thing that just goes to show how much the conditions are going to play a role in any of the rounds, right? When TGC starts, in these ranked tours, it's why, like, I like when ranked has tougher conditions as well. It just immediately makes things so much harder to judge and makes the missed inputs more punishing. Because if you all of a sudden have an open club face with the wind off left to right, you know, here closing the face into wind off the left, not as bad, but you catch that the other side, that stuff all compounds. All compounds. 39. I mean, let's just call it 49 carry. I mean, gotta take a little bit off because I'm gonna think the bounce with the tailwind and uphill and everything. That's gonna wanna go hold up. Bounce. I keep closing these. Keep closing them. The problem is the closed face shortens the distance. I say the problem is it's a good thing. I think it's a positive change. I need to add more power up the hill here. Need to add more power up the hill. So it gets through these first couple of feet with the pace that I think it's going to, so we can drop it into the hole. Definitely learning from that mistake on the earlier hole. I did it again. I did it. I can feel it. I can feel my thumb just jumping left. Oh, you've got to be so careful. You've got to be so careful. Come on. I think that's short. I didn't get enough pace out for the fall line. Okay, it's a good two-putt. It's a good two-putt. Don't want to leave yourself there in the first place, but that's also a very difficult hole location for that sort of length. All right, let's straighten that swing out. That's a little bit closer, but for whatever reason, we're closing the face. And this is kind of the thing with golf, right? Like, when you're on, you can be absolutely on, but as soon as you lose it, it's not always the easiest thing to just get right back. .185. 6-iron could play a little long. Closed. Need to find that straight. Need to find that straight feel. Did I get that on the right line? Come on, get in. Get in. No. No. Hey, Alright. Put this on a little fader, keep it out of the trees. Finish straight. There we go. That's what we're looking for. You just need to get this down out of that dog leg so we can make the approach up on the 9th. Alright, playing about 216. It's probably playing about 208. Means we're gonna land it like here. Means I need to land it into that upslope a little bit. The thing is, if we get it, I'm gonna take just like the littlest bit off. I'll just do it with loft. So I have a feeling that the lie is maybe gonna do some of that work for us. Yeah, it's pretty much the distance control. I did not think that the tailwind that way would get that far. Like, not at all. We've had a couple of really nice reads that just aren't quite on. We did make that putt on the first hole. But outside of that, I feel like the putts have not quite been dropping for us. Yeah, maybe there's something to be said too about like hand fatigue or whatever you want to call it. You know, I may only be, and it's probably probably a very accurate thing. I probably am only good for so many rounds. So many rounds in a row. It's a nice shot though. Come on. That's what we're talking about. The past like 2 days, we've been really peppering the hole. I'm just waiting for another hole out to happen. I just have not been able to get the ace or the albatross or the eagle hole out or anything to quite go my way. Beautiful strike as it peels off over the bunker. Oh, lovely. Hit it with pace, hit it straight. Take the bird beyond your merry way. Man, not gonna lie, I can definitely feel the hand being a little bit crampy because you kind of get in this rhythm of like when you're shooting well, you like don't. I did the same thing in 21 and 23, but like when you're shooting well, you like don't want to re-grip the controller because you just have that. You have that grip. You have that feel. That's giving you just the good shots, you know? It's giving you the good shots. I knew it. I knew I pulled it closed. Telling you, it's all that fatigue of the hands. All right, come on, big putt. 30-footer up the hill for eagle. Get it started outside. No. No, I mean we take tap in birdies, but you can't be flirting with it like that. Hey. Hey. All right. Come on, let's get back to the perfects. I'd still like to have a respectable showing on this round. You know, I know the conditions are a bit easier. Or, I mean, are a bit harder and we had them a bit easier. I want to... Obviously, we're not doing 19 under again, but let's still do a little something, you know? Oh, I pushed it. Great aim and distance control, though. Great aim and distance control. Yeah, I'll be very interested to see, like... I know it's still early in the week because it's Tuesday, but I'll be interested to see where we are stacking up. I'm going power drive. Try and cover the bunker here. That's tight, but we hit a pretty decent input. And with taking the power drive, I think that may just set us up for going forward in two. Because we're fading this uphill lie. I mean, it's playing into the mid 260s. We're fading it back in. It's up the hill. I'm gonna take just like a little bit off of it, but honestly, I feel pretty good about it. And for good reason. And for good reason. Should feel good about it. There we go. Huge eagle. Huge eagle coming in. It's funny because this hole is like the... It's like a shortened version of, like, was it the 15th hole at Augusta? It's like they shortened it and took the water out, but the rest of it feels very much so like it. Oh, 131, 127. That's probably playing close to 120. It's gonna be 9 yards short. That's not enough. You gotta factor in for the bounce. Did I hit it too far, or is that gonna be good? A little far. Yeah, that's a tough one to judge because you're like not gonna use the wind as much, but it's how much is that downhill lie gonna play, and like the downhill lie on a wedge is gonna tend to play a pretty decent amount. Okay. I wish my putt swing was better just so I could write that off. Cause like the input misses on the open and the swing line and everything, like they're not the biggest deal in this game, but my brain is just always telling me that, oh, it still matters. Just can't seem to quite ever shake it. See, I'd been hitting so many close that I overcorrected to the right to open that one up. So what? If we're gonna start this one high and breaking, and it's still just gonna keep moving more at the end, then even more somewhere out here. Gonna run out of legs. I did underhit. I did underhit. Back carded a 7 under at Muirfield. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. See, this is one that you don't go at. Lay it up. Lay it up, lay it up, lay it up. I mean, you could definitely think about punching it down there. Alright, so this is where the wind becomes like a really interesting problem. Because, like, if we fly it long, that's kind of okay. You don't want to be short, so I'm going to err on the side of caution. 90%. I mean, you're still taking a pretty decent whack at it. This much sideways. Again, I said I'm okay going long, especially because there's a backstop here. Greens are fast. Greens are fast. But get yourself to a flat spot. There you go. Golf Plus. If I had that. Yeah, if I had the VR and I had that, I would probably spend a lot of time in it too, but it's probably for the best that I don't. It's probably for the best that I don't, because I'd be swinging a lot and then thinking that it's gonna fix my IRL game and create more trouble than it's worth. 153. Gotta factor some tailwind here. Even if it's like 146, this is like 5 yards short and then the uphill lie. I think you gotta go like 9 iron, partial it back here, and then put a little bit of shape onto it. I think I still like that line. Still like that line. Came out a few yards short. It broke right. I mean, I hit push open, so maybe I put it offline. I cannot swing my putter straight right now. Hot dang. Hot dang. Well, I mean, the other guys at the top are only shooting in the low double digits. I mean, the 16 under is still pretty big. We just had such a big round one. That leaves us as the 2-round leader. Yeah, definitely did not follow up that 19 under as well, but the hand's a little sore. The hand's a little bit sore. That's all right. Only $500? Yeah, but thinking about the Switch. I'm thinking about the Switch 2, and that's also gonna be $500 with the Mario Kart. I think I've convinced myself that that's going to be a purchase that we make, because my wife will also play it. And like when we're talking about variety content and stuff, like I think that is something that is going to be in our future. Maybe the new DK game and such. Ever play Golf IRL, but people that do say Golf Plus will mess your swing up? Yeah, right, because it ends up being like video game stuff. Some things might be similar, but probably does more harm than good. Because it depends on a lot of like calibration stuff. All right, so the real question now is, do we have any ranked duo partners lurking in the wings? Anybody wants to run a ranked duo? Can't wait for Metroid Prime stash. I had Metroid Prime 3, and I only played it a little bit because I got soft locked, and I never finished it. I didn't have the earlier ones, and that was so long ago on the Wii that I don't have like that deep connection to it. I know some people are excited. I think the fact that it's coming out on Switch 2 and is going to have the higher graphics and everything, I think does wonders for it, because I don't think it looked very great just like on the regular Switch when they had been showing it off before. I was like, that's not ideal. Yeah, if anybody wants to run Anybody wants to run ranked duos? I would love to run 1 or 2 here to end the stream. $80 is crazy. $80 is crazy. The only way that I feel like I'm justifying the Switch 2 is if we make content off of it, if I'm being completely honest. I think just as a casual consumer, if I didn't stream and wasn't in this space, I don't know. I don't know what I would be doing, because like I enjoy games, but if I took Twitch out of the equation, would I have gotten a Switch? Probably. Would I have gotten a PS5? Probably not. I have an Xbox One. That's what I played. Like, would I have gotten new Xbox? Like, what games would I be playing? I don't think I'd have a PC. I don't really know what my, like, gaming journey would look like if I didn't. Alright, Duck, sounds good. Time to dominate. But yeah, I legitimately don't know what my, like, video gaming journey would look like, because I started watching Twitch in 2015. All right, my buddy got me into it. He also got me into Hearthstone, and so like that's what I watched on Twitch. I watched ladder competitive like Hearthstone stuff. I was playing that. I was playing that on my laptop though. I don't think I would have really played it much on mobile, but I would have continued to play that on my laptop. And then 2016, I got back into Twitch. And that's when I started watching Dark Souls stuff and playing Dark Souls. And I started playing Dark Souls on my Xbox. I probably would have kept playing Dark Souls on my Xbox, but because I was streaming, that's when I bought a PC, and that's when I like moved to that. But I'm trying to think, like, if I took that piece of the equation out and I stuck with Xbox. I had some friends on Xbox, but like I only really would play with my one IRL buddy. My other one didn't have an Xbox. Hey, what's going on, Rambo? Yeah, Duck just joined in. But I appreciate the offer. If the opportunity presents itself, might have a slot, but it's pretty late, so I don't know if we're gonna do more than just this one or not, to be honest. Depends on how it goes. Consider getting a PS5 for about 5 seconds. Bloodborne and the Demon Souls remaster. And see, like, I played Demon Souls because... So I didn't think I was ever going to play Bloodborne because I had an Xbox. And at the time, I don't think I had a PC. So at that point in time, I was like, I'm never going to play Bloodborne. I don't have a PS4. I'm not going to get a PS4. So I spoiled that. And then a viewer bought me a used PS3 and Demon Souls. So that's the only reason I've played that. Otherwise, I would have gotten that on PS5 because I'd have forgone it. Yeah, to this point, nice shot. But like when I made the switch over to PC because basically the PC obsoleted the Xbox because you can just all the Xbox games come to PC now. So as a streamer, I buy exclusive machines. Yeah, I mean, like I have a PS4 or had a PS4. I mean, I still have it, but I don't play it because I have PS5. PS5, I have the Switch, like Switch 2, like all those things are exclusive machines. But that's all obviously predicated on me playing other games. But to be fair, like I got the PS5 less so because of it being an exclusive machine, but more so because at the time, like, sports games just are way more populated and programmed for console. PC is kind of like an afterthought market, that they get a little bit more out of. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a weird balance there. But without streaming, I don't know if I would have ever built a PC. I would have either gotten like the new Xbox or a PS5, one of the two. Probably Xbox because I'm a Halo guy. Almost had the perfect line of zip. But I think I would have gotten the Switch. I think in a world without Switch, I think I still would have gotten the Switch. We had a Wii. I like IP from Nintendo. I think I still would have gotten a Switch, and I think I would be sitting here today with maybe one of the new gen consoles and contemplating it still. And maybe the Switch 2 would be an option, because without a PC and everything, there are probably some things that I would like in the handheld that maybe the Switch 2 would be like my alternative to like a Steam Deck. Almost by all. They're just taunting me at this point, Duck. They're just taunting me. We got that last hole one, and we've gotten like one hole out, I think, since, and we have just been like putting the ball all around the hole, but just not in it. Original Xbox One was the last console you bought before you built your first PC? That's why you're still hopelessly praying for Bloodborne on PC. I don't think you're gonna get it, Justin. And I don't say that just to be pessimistic, but Sony's relationship with FromSoft just seems to be not really great. It just seems to not really be great. Playing probably like 201. Squeezing it in the front of the screen here. No, you won't get it, but a man can hope. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna end up with some sort of emulation, or you're gonna have to cop a PS4 or 5. Probably wouldn't even. That's. I think I would have like a bigger love of Bloodborne if I didn't spoil it for myself. The problem for me is, like I said, I didn't think I was gonna play it, so I let myself get spoiled of the game watching it. So then when I played it, like the hardest, like the DLC bosses and stuff were still difficult, but I knew how to approach them. Now I'm sure if I went and I played on higher new games and stuff, like it would still be very difficult, but I didn't have that experience of learning the fights the first time, like in the same way that you normally would. Eccentric strategy for 17 to St. Andrews. Hit the road hole bunker. Pitch the ball backwards onto the fairway, accepted the bogey. There you go. DS1, sadly. You've been watching Squilla for a while, and then your first Souls game was DS2. I think I had a little bit of DS3 spoiled for me. Fortunately, that game was out, because that was the first game that I watched Squilla and those guys play. Like, Hobb and Squilla, I think, you know, those are the first two guys that I watched. I had a little bit of DS3 spoiled from watching them do stuff, but the DLCs were at least fresh, and so I was able to avoid spoilers on those. DS1, I think I had only seen like a little bit of the very beginning of the game. Everything else I was fortunately able to keep like 95% of Dark Souls 1 plus the DLC, all of Dark Souls 2, and Demon Souls. I think I was able to keep those spoiler free, which it would be pretty sick, not gonna lie, to experience those sorts of games, you know, spoiler free again. You know, just relive those first experiences. But obviously, you can't do that. Jack took a snowman trying to get out of that bunker. You're like, not doing that. Hey, you can say you learned from the best, New Age. Or second best, yeah, depending on if you're on Tiger or Jack's side. I didn't see Jack play, so I can't. Yeah, I grew up on Tiger, so. Not buying a PS5 anytime soon. That's fair. You can Justin, just wait until the PS6 is out, and then you can probably get a PS5 for cheap. These are the teammates you get on the weekend, Duck? Oh no. This is why I don't play with randos. That's the play. Yeah, just what? PS6 probably in another like 3 years or so. Get a cheaper PS5. I mean, the PS5s are at least starting to go on sale. I don't know how cheap they'll get. See, I feel like going for this is just dumb. I'm sorry. I'm gonna... See, because, like, I still... Yeah, that's the dumb part about it. The other thing, like, the dumber plan would be to try and cut the corner with a power drive, but... I should have just taken... The amount that I partialed that, I should have just taken the 3-wood. But yeah, Demon Souls... Yeah, I'll let you shape your opinion on it when you eventually get there. It's not my favorite. I think it's a hard perspective because it's the first one, and like when you don't play it first, you know, some of the stuff feels very dated. Like I feel like if that's your entry, that's a good place to be. Hey, what's going on, Drew? Jack was great in his day, but who was his competition? Fastest prime, Arnie in the beginning, Gary Player, Tom Weiskopf at the end. I've seen people list off some other players, but again, I wasn't watching golf back then. I wasn't even alive for most of the stuff, so I don't know all the history of it and all the competition. Alright, this is gonna be spinny, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up and hit this. Honestly, I like want to take this 9-iron almost, take a pitching wedge. Like take this really partial pitching wedge and just kind of skip it up below the hole. Because what I fear when I take the lower clubs there is just ripping it back down the hill. So I feel like just taking those, clubbing up a bit, giving a partial shot. I got a little bit much of that. Tiger had made Phil have the most runner-ups in major history for a while. Yeah, just that's gonna be tough to be on the receiving end of that. That's gotta be tough. Chipping it down the hill has also gotta be tough. And it does not feel good, man. Especially when you're already down. I left it a little bit more to the left so it's not a straight putt up the hill. But it'll work. It'll work. Another 5-up dub for Duck and I. Feels good, man. Absolute domination. They were probably bogey or par. Because that's all that they seem to match me up against for whatever reason. Yep. Par and bogey. Ovechkin breaking the NHL scoring record is comparable to the scoring domination that Tiger Woods had for over a decade. Yeah. Yeah, kind of crazy to see that record broken too. What's going on, D-Da? Lipped a hole, missed a hole in one, and the next par 5 got to the hole in 2. Got the Albie? Oh, GG. I have not achieved albatross status yet in this game. Hopefully we will at some point. We've been flirting with the hole these past couple of days, just have not quite been able to get the ball to drop. Most unfortunately. All right, guys. Well, ads are unfortunately about to run. And we're going to wrap up stream here. So thank you all. We're not going to raid out because it's going to hit ads before we get through that. So I just want to say thank you. Appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch and YouTube. If you're new and you enjoyed, drop a follow on the Twitch stream. Drop a sub on the YouTube stream. And probably most importantly at this point is drop a like on the YouTube video. But with that, I will bid you all farewell. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.